Hello, my cowgirls.
And hello, my hippies.
And welcome to another episode.
Episode 50.
50! 2 more episodes till our 1 year.
We're so excited.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We have so many fun things planned for our 1 year anniversary. We can't wait to tell you guys.
Yes, and show you guys.
And show you. I'm just so excited. I think about it all the time.
Me too. I'm like happy we started this podcast like in the beginning of the year because
Me too.
it's like such a fun like year date.
It really is.
Like new year, and then we hit a year on the podcast.
Yeah. I mean, like only 3 weeks into January, which feels so crazy that we started this almost a year ago.
I know.
Like, I remember us talking about it and like we were going to do it, then we didn't for a little bit, and then we were like, you know what? Let's just start one, and it's been history ever since.
And here we are, episode 50,
and here
you guys.
we are, episode 50.
And you can finally see us.
And you can see us, which is a great milestone for us going into our 1 year is finally getting on YouTube.
Literally.
It's always been in the plans.
YouTube is dead, but we're here to bring it back.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, my feet were in it. Gotta pay about it. But, so we're a week in 2024. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good about the first week.
Yeah.
You know? I started my new job position, which has been a lot of fun. It's pretty chill. Nothing too crazy.
Chill. She literally just sits around.
It's funny because the thing is, like, there's no structure at all to, like, this new position.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of just, like, I'm supposed to be available to anyone.
Yeah.
And so I think that's one thing I'm going to struggle with the most because if you guys didn't know that, I love structure. I'm controlling. So not having any of that is going to be, like, a hard thing to deal with.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm enjoying it. I already feel, like, less stress on me.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And now it's on me.
But also, it was a super chill week at work.
Yeah.
It's
diet season, you guys. We are living because
honestly, we're enjoying it.
We need peace right now.
December was hell. We deserve it to have like a small break before Valentine's Day.
Did you see that post I shared of Jamie Lee Curtis where she was like, I don't know what day it is. I haven't eaten in weeks. And it was like bakers in December.
Yes.
I'm like, this is so relatable.
Literally us. I don't know what day it is. I mean, like I said in a previous episode, I feel like I've lived December like for 3 months.
It was
the longest month of the entire year, and it was so we deserve this. I mean, Valentine's Day is coming, so we're gonna start preparation for that.
I love Valentine's Day.
Do you?
I do love Valentine's. I love love. If you haven't listened to that episode, go back to that episode, and I literally say that I love love.
Yeah,
and I love chocolate.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
Your man gives you chocolate like any day of the week.
I know.
So
it's Valentine's Day all year round for me. He gives me gifts, candy, ice cream, presents. So Valentine's Day is an all year round thing.
Yeah. The most you do is like maybe a special date night.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Like we'll do like a special date night.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, nothing too crazy. I've never been a big, like, Valentine's Day person. In general. I also think it's because I work in the baking world, so it's just craziness.
Yeah.
And I've never really had anyone super special up until Justin.
True.
To, like, really celebrate it. So it's always just kind of been like, oh, you know, it's Valentine's Day, I'm going to spoil myself.
Oh, I was just about to say, I'm like, ladies,
so
get yourself something.
Yeah, 100%. So I think so it's a hard transition for me, for sure.
No, I get that.
So, but yeah, so work is going great.
Good.
How's your first week of January going?
Oh, it's good. New job, not really. But
she's been promoted.
I'm just alone in the kitchen now, which honestly, not bad. Like, I be doing my own thing in there. I'm dancing. It has shown me I am a social person. Like,
yeah.
I always embodied thinking that I was, like, a shy and, like, oh, I don't really like talking to people. I was always the mysterious girl. I'm not that anymore. I'm very, like, I want to talk. I want to tell you everything. And we learned that last night when we went to dinner.
Oh, my God. Yeah, we did.
So, you guys, we went to dinner last night. Me, her, Gage, our significant others. Shout out to them. And we get to the restaurant and our waiter comes up and I'm like, I recognize this person. Like, I don't know where. And then they say their name and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is someone that I did know. And
oh gosh.
I'm not going to go into details, but it was like when I was 15 years old. It's like one of those things where it's like, it's so long ago, but it's still just like, oh my gosh, what a small world.
Yeah.
And it was someone who, you know, tried hitting me up. Mm-hmm. And it was just, I couldn't like, so I think it was like halfway into the dinner. I was just like, oh my gosh, like I am like shook that this is happening because it was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And I just had to tell somebody. And who am I going to tell other than my best friend, my boyfriend? And I told my boyfriend and he's just like, oh God. Like, and then, you know, with the people I'm with, they're just egging him on. So it just got crazy. But they were like, why would you say anything? And I'm like, I can't harbor secrets. Especially when I'm with, like, my main people. I'm like, why would I want to? This is the last setting I would ever want to keep this to myself in. And it was just so, like, I was so blown out of the water. Of, like, this is so crazy. Yeah.
Well, it's a little piece of the past that just kind of, like, randomly appears.
And this is a restaurant that I've gone to multiple times, never seen this person there. So I was like, who would have thought my birthday dinner, which it's my birthday today, guys. Happy Capricorn season, everyone. And if you're a Capricorn like me, we don't keep secrets within our inner circle because we don't have many friends. So the friends we have to say these things. But yeah, I've learned that recently. And with my new job, I'm like, I need someone to boss around and talk to.
Yeah. No, definitely. So we're just extremely slow right now, so that's really the main reason why you've been alone. Yeah,
the front girl, she would continuously they have to, like, come to the back and, like, get stuff, and I would be, like, starting conversation. She's like, I have to go, and I'm like, why?
You're like, don't leave me.
I have to go work. I'm like, oh, lame.
Yeah. But also, it's like, I'm kind of in and out and stuff, too, so it's not like, normally, especially, like, on a Tuesday, it's just me and you. Yeah. So we have, like, a whole entire day to talk.
A lot of shit talking.
But we don't really have that a whole lot.
No, now we have this.
Now we have this and sometimes a lunch.
Yes. So if we are dropping a lot on you guys these next few months, be prepared.
Be prepared.
But no, my first week of 2024 went so well. I started school, you guys, and shout out to all the students this winter quarter and just getting back to school. You guys, I'm one of you now. And damn, it's hard out here. It's like scary. I've never worked full time and had school, so I think that is like the most intimidating thing is like now I'm just like that work school balance is what I'm like really trying to find. But we're getting into numbers this week. I'm nervous, but it should be good. So all the students out there, have compassion towards yourself, have good time management, and know you're a bad bitch because
it's hard out here.
It is really difficult, like balancing all of life within this.
Yeah.
Like not even just work, but like, you know, I like to work out. I like to spend time with my boyfriend, spend time with my sister, do the podcast. So I'm just like, I'm finally one of those people.
She's going to be booked and busy.
I'm finally one of those people who's like, there's not enough hours in the damn day.
Yeah.
But it's exciting.
Yeah, I think it's exciting.
This is my year to really just work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, no, for sure. It's funny because we were in book club today.
Yeah.
And everyone besides me's in school.
Yeah.
She started already. And then our cousin and our friend Grace, shout out to you guys.
We love you guys.
They start school this next Monday. And I'm just like, hi, I'm Mackenzie.
Hey.
I am also attending school and myself.
You are one of like, I've always been jealous of people like you engaged because to know what you want to be and for it to like fulfill you the amount that it does is so just not a thing a lot. Thing. Yeah, it's so, you're so lucky to know exactly what you're going to be doing like from school to career. Like, I'm jealous of you guys. I'm like, damn, I'm still trying to find a passion out here.
I mean, it took Gage a while to figure it out, too. I mean, you're just turning 23.
Yes.
So, I mean, it took him a few years to figure it out. He didn't start this business until he was 24, you know.
About a year.
So, for him to start that is amazing. For me, I've always known I wanted to bake since I was in high school. Mm-hmm. Would I have seen myself where I'm at today? Definitely not.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, I think I am very fortunate to have known what I wanted to do for pretty much since I was a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I definitely struggle with just, you know, who I am as a person, like, personally. If I was also struggling trying to figure out who I wanted to be, like, career-wise, oh, man, that would be a rough one. But it's also, I think, for you, it's nice. Like, yes, you may be jealous, but you have something to, like, kind of look up to, or like have someone, like, you know, to kind of have motivation to try to finding something.
Yeah.
Which is why you are going to school, because you're like, I want like what Gage has or what I have. Like,
yeah, it's not per se jealousy. It's just like, oh my gosh, like how wild to think like these people know what they want to do, you know. But life has changed so much that my generation, we all don't have that. Like, I don't know anyone from high school who's working what they want to work.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm 27, he's 28.
Yeah.
So we do have a few years ahead of your generation and stuff. So, I mean, who knows where you're going to be by the time you're our age.
Well, even the high school has changed because you guys had to do senior projects where you had to pick a career to like represent and like kind of guide you in that sense. When like my class, it was just finals.
Yeah.
And I did do Running Start, and they did put a lot of pressure on us to like, okay, what are you going to be? What are you going to be? And I was leaning towards psychology, as every other person does. Psychology is so interesting.
Psychology or teaching.
But the action, which I've tried both. I've tried literally doing both. And teaching, I honestly wouldn't mind. It's just, like I said, I like truly thought I was an introvert, and I like really didn't see myself like being a public speaker. Yeah. But from, I think, you and Gage, I've gained that confidence to be like, oh yeah, I totally would stand up in front of everyone and say something, you know? Which I think that just comes with age.
Yeah, I mean, it really does.
You know, but okay, give me your best 23 advice.
Oh my gosh. I think don't set boundaries for yourself.
Like, she's like, work till you die. Just kidding.
I mean, when I was 23, and it was funny, is like when me and Justin were driving home from dinner and stuff, I was like, what were you like when you were 23, you know? And because, I mean, me when I was 23, I was a complete disaster, and I was just kind of starting to figure my life out at that point. He, you know, he just got out. He was kind of like in a really bad relationship. He was in school, finishing his bachelor's degree, I think. But he was like, he got out of a bad relationship. Then he was single, hanging out with friends, you know. But I mean, he kind of just kept to himself and living the single life in college. And I mean, compared to like me, where I mean, I was working 2 jobs. I was living on my own. I got a cat.
Literally.
And I was probably like the most like mentally broken person I could have been. I was in a weird relationship during that time. Yeah. But I think it was also a time where I didn't have a lot of faith in myself too. You know, like I was in this weird place of I'm working 2 jobs. I didn't want to really bake anymore. So like even that 23, I was kind of lost. Yeah. In a career that I am still in to this day. I just worked myself to death, and I didn't have a lot of ambition. I kind of just, you know, went with the flow of
you were just like surviving.
I was in like full survival mode, and just like it was not really a great time for me. But I think like having like don't put boundaries on yourself, have ambition, and don't let the small things affect you, because you have so much growing to do.
No, 100%.
I was telling Justin, I was like, I am nowhere near the person I was when I was 23. And I think because I like grew out of it.
Yeah. I think that is something that keeps me going, is knowing it gets better.
It really does.
And I already do have like such an abundant life. Yeah. Like to only be 22 years old. So I think I'm going to be on a right track. 22 treated me so well. Like, I loved 22. So any of you 21-year-olds, 22 is a beautiful year. 23, you know, I think we all just have to embrace the lost, you know, energy it brings, but also just enjoy the journey. Because I, like, this year there's so many... I was all over the lines everywhere of just like, who am I? Who do I want to be? But now I'm just like, I know more things about myself, and all of that chaos has finally, you know, evened out. So I'm very excited to be 23. Yeah.
I was telling Justin, I was like, I can't believe my sister's going to be 23.
I'm like,
it's kind of crazy. I mean, you're very mature for your age, like, and you're way more put together than I ever was.
And I think, honestly, not knowing my career gave me so much time to know other parts of myself that were, like, very important to get me here. You know, I think we all have, like, and I think that's probably what, like, people like you who know their careers don't go through is like you said, you're like, you already were lost in who you were, that your career, even to this day, like, without your career, you're like, I don't know who I would be. Like, that is such a scary thought, to where with me, I'm like, I know who I am, I just don't know what I want to apply it to, you know, which I do now. I'm an accountant. Hopefully, if I get through this quarter. I'm not trying to say hopefully. I'm really just being like, girl, do it. The math was, like, I was studying before she got here, and the math came into play, and I, like, literally was just like, oh, God. Like, what am I into? And then I had to just re-go through the lessons, and I got the math, and I was like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to get it on the first try is what is sad. But
that's okay.
It's, you know, trial and error. Is 23.
I mean, it really is. Yeah.
But I'm excited.
I'm excited for you. It's so fun seeing, like, you grow up. Like, I think it's, like, my favorite thing is watching you grow up. And I've said this a zillion times. Like, I'm legit obsessed with you. But, I mean, like I said, like, I can't believe you're 23.
I know.
Like, I think that's just such a crazy thought in my head, because I literally just will always picture you being my little sister. Like, playing brat dolls in my room or downstairs.
Seriously.
And, you know, like, it's just such, like, a crazy world. Like, you've grown, I've grown, but, like, watching you grow, it's just so amazing. I just love it.
It really is. Siblings are the best thing in life, especially if it's sister siblings. They're just better.
They really are. Especially if you guys get along. Like, I think,
you guys love your siblings. They
truly, they're built-in best friends.
I just saw this, like, thing, of course, on TikTok. Don't judge me. But, and it was like, your siblings are the one constant relationship in your life that, like, will always affect you because you're related. So you're never, some people don't associate with their siblings, but we're always going to be associated with each other. We're intertwined at this point. Our lives are so intertwined. Gage was just saying, like, you guys, me and her cannot get in fights because we have so many areas where we have to work together that it's like, it's just not.
I mean, literally, like, at our last, like, argument and stuff that we had.
We both were just so upset afterwards.
We were so upset. And I was like, well, shit, we have to post on social media.
You're like, I just posted.
So I was like, I'm not even going to ask her. I'm like, she's upset, so I'm just going to move on. And I literally just text her, I posted.
I'm leaving that in 22. My reactions, I'm really trying to control. If you're someone like me, I don't know if it is Capricorns, which it might be, like, the feistiness might just be in our blood, but I'm also Mexican, so I tell Gavin this all the time. You are with someone who's Mexican. There's always going to be a flame inside of 100%. Me. It's passion, it's drive, it's love. Like, don't choose a woman like me then, you know? But I am leaving that in 22. 23, I'm definitely going to try being more peaceful.
Quote on a shirt.
23 is for peace. 2024 is the era of peace and healing.
Healing. Yes. 100%.
But until then, I want to play a game with you. That's literally the opposite of that. So we just celebrated Christmas with Gavin's family. Shout out to them. Love you guys. And his sister Lorelai and her girl Emma got me this game called Stir the Pot. And it's an adult party game. So if you're a child, we picked some pretty not inappropriate ones. So you're good, yeah. But ask your parents. It's a game. So we're going to draw a card and we're going to read it to ourselves. And it's only 2 of us playing, so we only can really choose between us 2, unless we want to call out some people out there, so watch out.
So,
and then, careful. If you're on Spotify, we will be flipping a little token, and one side says don't tell, the other one says tell. So if I get tell, then I have to express to my sister what I think about her, or what I think about myself. And if it says don't tell, then she will never know until she watches this video, because we will be posting the cards right here. Boo. And
Production.
So let's stir the damn pot.
Let's do it.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Give me a card.
We did pick some of our own cards because,
She picked all the cards, guys.
Okay, so you'll read it to yourself, and then you'll either point at yourself or me, and then you'll flip your token and see if you have to say it out loud or not.
Okay, I have to use both hands to flip.
Flipping a token is so hard.
Okay, it says don't tell. So.
All right, you guys.
I'm like, how does that make
what
you feel?
What do you think? My turn. Ooh. This is tricky because neither of us really are anymore.
Well, is there anyone in our lives you would think?
Yes, I'm going to say Kendall. Ooh, it says, who is the quietest?
Oh, yeah, that's Kendall. Definitely for Kendall. Sure. It's not either of us.
Between us, probably me. Yeah. Like, in, like, a setting. Because I do let her take she's a Leo. She's going to take it from me before I even give it to her. So.
You're right.
That's that. This is really hard in a group setting. The first one I got when I first played this was who has the stupidest face. And I was playing with Gavin's family. So I was like,
I don't know if this would really pertain to anyone that we would know, but...
And neither of us?
I don't think so, no. It says don't tell.
Damn!
So, maybe I'm just not flipping well enough.
But this honestly makes sense for you because you are very secretive.
I am very secretive. I don't say a lot of things. I'm looking at your face.
I'm like, honestly, it could be both of us.
Well, you can just point at me.
Okay, I'll point at you. Ooh, I'm kind of killing it. Oh, don't tell.
Damn. Shh. Well, now I want to know.
Guys, let us know what you think.
Do you want to put don't tell ones over here?
Oh, yeah. Make our editor's life a little bit easier.
You're welcome, Gav.
You're welcome, boo.
I'm going to call out Gage for this one, maybe.
Coming for you.
Coming for you, Gage. Don't tell.
Can you flip it again?
I'm flipping.
I'm like, we might need to say. Oh!
What'd I get? Don't tell. Tell? You want me to tell?
Say it.
Okay. Who is the biggest shit talker?
But out of us, who do you think it is? Probably you.
Probably me. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna be real.
I'm like, but honestly, anything that people tell us, we always tell each other.
Yeah, always. Well, that's why half the time, like, when Gage does tell you something, he's like, oh, I didn't tell you, Kennedy. And I was like, well, she told me.
I know. I just let him tell you, though.
You're like,
I just pretend that.
I'm killing this flipping game.
Who are you pointing at for this one?
I'm going to point at myself.
Okay.
Who is most likely to get famous for something stupid? I could see myself doing that. Last night, it wasn't stupid, but it sounded stupid. I asked for the sauce that came with fries, and then my mom was like, fry sauce? And I was like, yeah.
But you guys were saying, like, it didn't even taste like fry sauce.
It tasted like an aioli.
It's probably their version of a fry sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to point at you. Mm-hmm. Maybe you should flip for me. I feel like I suck.
You guys, I usually am not this good at flipping. Oh, it says don't tell.
Oh, damn.
Why is she getting all that?
Well, I'm going to point at you for that one. And maybe it's just the universe calling me out for me not telling my secrets.
I'm going to point at her.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, when I first played this game, I was so bad at flipping. I'm going to say it. Who is most likely to live in the woods for a year to find themselves?
Me, 100%.
I would do it as well.
Yeah.
But that's her arrow right now.
That's my whole entire life. I'm like, put me in a
that's
homestead.
Your life goal.
It is my life goal. Unfortunately, I just live in an apartment complex right now.
I know, you guys. Why does the economy suck?
I'm going to point at myself for this one.
Ooh, did you want me to flip it for you?
Yeah. You're just better at it than I am.
Tell.
Who is the most uptight?
Yeah.
Me. Yeah.
She's very uptight.
I am.
Which is so odd. You used to not be.
Yeah, I think
marriage
changed me.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
But I feel like it's because I haven't had like a need to like be crazy anymore.
I'm waiting for that, you guys.
I'm sure Gavin's waiting for that too.
He can live. I keep it interesting. Ooh, my flip game is so good.
It says don't tell.
It says don't tell though.
That's fucked up. We're going to be reading these later, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put it myself.
Mm-hmm. Oh, tell.
Who do you think has broken the most laws?
Really?
Well, I just think like...
What's the biggest law you've ever broken?
The biggest law?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've stolen...
We all were teenagers here, you guys.
Yeah, no judgment.
Yeah.
I mean...
Mom, Dad, we're sorry.
Mom, Dad, we're sorry.
Target, I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Don't tell Mom and Dad where we've stolen from.
I mean, Walmart.
Oh God.
This one's so funny because we both have had this.
Oh geez.
So I kind of want to just say it, but we'll see what we get. Oh, this is don't tell, but I'm going to say it. It says, I'm going to say, it might be me actually. Who would look the worst with bangs?
Oh God.
We've both had bangs, you guys.
Can we insert a photo of each of us with bangs?
I don't know if I've told this story, but we used to go to Baskin Robbins on a regular basis, and the women there, we would always have two girls who would always be working there. They would literally call me Dora. And I was like, oh my gosh.
But so that's not even the bangs I picture. I picture your like big chunk off to the side.
You know what Nana said? She was like, what were you doing with your hair in that time? And I was like, Nana, those were bangs. She was like, but they're so weird.
It's like a chunk of bang off to the side, but that's like when you did like a single like highlight. Remember Wendy did the single highlight? So it's just like a chunk of like weirdly blonde orange.
And now my grays are blonde.
So it could be from that. Who do you think is the meanest sibling? Well, I guess...
Tell.
Probably
me.
Probably you. Because you can be mean to Jackson.
I can be mean to everyone in my family. That's something I'm leaving in 22. So sorry, Mom and Dad.
One more?
One more. And there's one that I really want to do.
So we're cheating, guys.
And I'm just going to say it, and we're both going to see.
Okay.
Who do you think would be the best date?
Like between you? Probably you.
You think? Are you nervous on dates?
I think it depends. When I met Justin, I wasn't nervous, like, at all.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm pretty confident when it comes to dating.
We're both really good at dating.
Yeah.
We've been talking to the same person for years. We're both really good at it.
I mean, I've never been super shy when it came to dating.
Wow.
I've always been a super confident person when it came to, like, men I was seeing.
I've also, like, picked up that the more, like, strangers come into my life, the more I'm so, like, I'm so question-oriented where I just ask questions about them to, like, get them to open up.
Yeah.
So both of us.
Look at us.
But sorry, you guys, we're off the market.
Yeah, sorry.
You'll never know. There's one last one that I really want to do, and I just want to get both of our opinions. It's literally, who do you think stirs the pot the most? I'll probably say me.
Yeah, probably you.
Yeah.
I mean...
You're pretty non-confrontational.
No.
And neither am I, but between us, I probably am the most.
Yeah.
To be like, well...
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I think so.
But we'll see.
What
2024 brings, you guys. But we hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yes. And comment down below which one you think, which one of us stirs the pot the most. And then don't forget to like and subscribe to not only our YouTube channel, but our Spotify.
Follow us on our Instagram,
at TikTok. And I think that's it.
Yeah, we don't have a Twitter, you guys. If you want us to have a Twitter, let us know. Twitter's really hard to work, but we'll give it a go, for you guys.
Yeah, if you want it, she'll do it.
Let us know. Yeah, you don't know how to work Twitter.
I don't know how to work Twitter.
I'm a reposter, so I'm not a real Twitter girl. Yeah. But it's still fun. Fun and games.
Yeah. No, definitely. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we love you, and hope you guys have a great week.
Yes. Happy Capricorn season, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.